So the first thing we have to do if we're going to one another is we're going to have to get in community. We're going to have to get in this thing called community. It's such a catchphrase nowadays, right? We're in community together, right? I don't even know what that means sometimes. I'm in community with these folks. We do community together. But here's what I have found out. I've asked people, what do you mean by that phrase? What do you mean when you tell me, hey, we're in community together, we kind of hang out, we break bread every once in a while. We use these really churchy phrases, right? We're in community, we break bread, all that kind of stuff. Here's what I found out, that they just hang. It's not complicated. They're just hang. You know, John Maxwell says this, and it's really a challenge to all of us. He goes, if you want to see where you're going to be in 5 years, you tell me about the 5 most influential people in your life, who you're hanging with, who you're doing community with. Are these people moving in the same trajectory and path that you are? Are they challenging themselves to be great spiritual leaders? Are these people the people that you look at them and their life is on a trajectory that, man, you want to be where they are? Right? Are they growing their family? Are they growing their marriage? Are they working on and striving on being the best that God has called them to be? Or are they just kind of stagnant? If you want to know where you're going to be in 5 years from now, tell me about the 5 people that you surround yourself with. I love that lesson from John Maxwell. And the lesson for us is, you want to know where you're going to be in 5 years from now, tell me about the people you're in community with. You know, in SALT, we talk about this a lot, but I love it. If we want to go fast, we go alone. But if we want to go far, we go together. I love that. And it's a challenge for us as leaders, right? It's a challenge for us in this society that everything's about being fast. And very little is about being together. And I want to encourage you that as followers of Christ, that it's not fast. And it is about being together. You know, because we will go further together. See, we need to support others, and we need the support of others. We need to support them. We need to help them on their journey. And the reality is we need it as well. We need to pray for others. There are people in our community, brothers and sisters of yours, that need and crave your prayers. The most powerful thing you can do for anyone is pray for them. But if you're not in community, how do you know how to pray for them? And here's the truth. You and I need prayer too. We need to be able to share our hearts with people and say, hey, you know what, would you lift me up? And we need to stand together. You know, the reality is that sometimes we're called to stand alone, and sometimes we're forced to stand alone because we haven't put ourselves in community. Now, you heard me right. There are times when God will say, you need to stand alone on this. But there are also times when you're forced to stand alone because you have not put yourself in community and you don't have brothers and sisters around you to stand with you. Who would be willing to if you'd put yourself in community? See, this journey of growth is long. It's a struggle. It has its ups and downs. But we need our community around us to encourage us, to pray for us, to support us, and to help us along the way. If you want to be successful at this, if you want to really be great at this, I would ask yourself this question. Who is my community? And am I engaging them regularly? And are we on a trajectory to live into our God-given potential and dreams?